Isolation Nation, welcome to another social distancing social club. I'm your host, Ben Glebe, but I'm not here alone. We can't do it without a village that makes up the quarantine, which makes up a tripod, which has too many legs, but it's good to have an extra leg in case shit goes wrong. Am I wrong? I think you know what I'm talking about. And that leg, the second leg of the quarantine, his name. You know it, but you gotta say it out loud, out of respect. Steve Hofstetter, everybody.
After oh, hello, everybody. I would be distracted by such a wonderful. I ran out of headlines, so I got his autobiography. Anyway, how are you? Good to finally be done with that joke.
Does the autobiography talk a lot about how many headlines he sees and how many faces it makes him make?
It actually, the entire thing just describes faces. It's a little bit bizarre.
When I was in third grade, I was kind of more of this kind of guy.
It's literally called Leading with My Chin. And so, the whole thing is it's just faces. Anyway, if you want to support the show, we're happy to have you here. You can Venmo, top right of the screen. You can super chat on YouTube. You could do Facebook stars or Twitter hearts. And in addition to going to laughfromhome.com to PayPal, you could also do so at our new website, sdscshow.com. It works. So please check that out. And speaking of checking things out, check out the third leg of the four-legged tripod that makes up the quarantine, Chris Bowers. Everybody, Chris Bowers.
Bow wow.
Yeehaw! What's up, everybody? Apparently it's Cowboy Day. I will say we've solved all of our problems because Zara sent me a little koala bear, and now it's a pocket bear. Look at that. I don't need pocket squares anymore because I have a pocket bear, which I'm excited about. He does look like he's in a turtleneck right now because of my pocket, but other than that, I think he's pretty cool. So thanks, Zara, for sending me this little bear. I like him a lot.
What does your hat say, Val?
It's from what's it called? It's called People of the Track. It's a website or Instagram for people that go to the Indy 500. So they just gave out stickers, and I put it on this hat. So this is an Indy 500 hat.
It looks
it's
great.
My only cowboy hat I have. It also is like from the Old Town Road video, I think. But that's neither here nor there.
I gotta say, I at first I was jealous that I didn't have a cowboy hat, but I'm good.
That's the only cowboy hat that I have too, bud, you know?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You know
there
what
you
I'm saying?
go. That's more of a safari hat. Queen Rachel, how are you doing today? Are you excited to be here?
I'm really excited to be here. You can poop like that. The lotus, they call it.
Oh, my God.
There's like 100 different ways to poop. I love it.
Wow.
Did Taylor just say he has that book? Oh,
Wow, I don't like it at all, and I don't understand why you need more than one or two ways. You know what I mean, to be honest with you. Also, this is my only cowboy hat, just so you guys know. It's the only cowboy hat that I own. You know what I'm saying?
Cowboy.
So,
No other cowboys.
You better believe it. I'm one of the main cowboys, and that's just the way that I rock. You know what I mean? So I have a lot of pride for this country, and not all of it, but a lot of it. The vast majority of the country have a lot of pride. Oh shit!
I get your pride. I get your cowboy hat pride, Ben. I like that. You know.
So you do have two cowboy hats. That's why I wore this today.
You guys
to really
both
show us the real truth.
Did you guys both go to the same Toby Keith concert? Like, where did you get that?
No, I got this at his restaurant in Vegas. This is from the Vegas restaurant, Toby Keith Restaurant, which is the only place I
love
eat in
this
Vegas.
bar and grill.
Oh yeah, it's a good place.
By the way, if that's really from the Toby Keith restaurant, that's insane.
Save your videos off. There you go.
I don't know why. All right. Here. Okay. All right.
There we go.
It's doing
Yeah, we
weird.
thought
I
you
was
were
trying to
you
get-
were getting a cowboy. I thought you were getting a cowboy hat, and then nothing.
Yep. Just
Son of a
still,
bitch.
Steve.
Just whenever Steve's internet goes out, I feel bad for him, and I also feel so great. You know what I mean?
It was not my internet. I was trying to connect a snap camera to put the fucking cowboy hat filter on, and I didn't have enough time before you caught me.
Come on, man. We don't need filters in this game. We don't need to do the filter thing. You know what I'm saying? We just need to be ourselves, Steve. Why can't you just be yourself?
I love that you just combined the cowboy hat joke and the Jay Leno chin joke at once. That's fantastic. Oh my God, that's weird. That is
Hat on
so
hat on
weird.
hat.
I got American hat on top of regular hat. You understand what I'm saying? Wow!
We hat. All right.
All right. I was really hoping the hat would go away when the filter went away, but still one of the hats. Okay, cool.
We did have a fun overnight game. It was, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Is it acrostics? Acrostics? How do you say this?
Yeah, it's acro sticks.
I think you're fucking with me. I don't know how to pronounce it. How do you pronounce it?
How's it feel?
I'm asking ahead of time and admitting I don't know, so it's not as bad as acrostic. All right, so acrostics.
Yeah, it's lacrosse sticks. It's the thing that you use to play lacrosse.
So what I gathered from it is you take the first letter of everybody's. Oh, first of all, I really like this. Whoever did that, that's awesome. It was. I don't know if you guys
Plastic
saw this
and plush. It's Brian Silvka. It's incredible.
Yeah,
it's awesome. So it's
awesome
Brian Silvka. It's really cool. I even like being the thing. That works for me, even though I'm the thing. So that's cool. I'm the fat guy
The only thing that bothers me about it, and it's great work, is that, none of us have dicks except for Steve, which is not good.
Well, but I mean that's on brand, right? I mean, like that's how this all works.
Ridiculous.
Anyway, so we had a couple fun ones. Take the first letter of your names and make stuff. Renee H had one for me, which was consumes hot dogs rapidly in succession, beer open, wearing embellished rhinestone suit.
Holy shit, that's
Yeah, and then Lowell had a good one for me, was bothered by fruit, only one book, will explain jokes, enthusiastic AF, runs never, stuffs hot dogs in his mouth.
That's right.
I loved runs never, but my favorite was also Lola's. It was, for Rachel, it was read tips, assumes pronunciations wrongly, can't talk without interruption, hates moist, eats tortillas, loves Zara. I thought that was perfect.
That's really accurate.
Yes. There were a couple that I liked too. Bauer's got some of my favorites there, but there's a few that I really liked. I really loved another of Lola's. It spells Ben Glebe. It goes buried in props, enjoys face filters, never at sound check, gets high, loves Henry Horse, eats ice cream for dinner, is handsome, okay, and beats Steve every time on the show. Okay.
That's not accurate.
Okay, I'm sorry, you're breaking up, Rachel. And there's one that spells Steve.
Wait. Don't go to the next one first. I just enjoy that in a row was that you beat me every time, which is absolutely not true, and also that you were handsome. So let's hope at least that one was true.
You messed with the wrong Calby today, Steve. I'll tell you that much. I have one for Steve here that probably is friendly, and now I don't want to read it, but okay. Renee H. spelled Steve Hofstetter with stand-up, tackles even very eager hecklers, offers friendly suggestion to escape their totally earned removal.
I like it.
Totally earned removal was good.
I enjoy that. And Ben, don't get too upset. They did give me a dick in the picture, but they made you the Human Torch. So I think that's positive, right?
I'll take it.
You burn people?
Sure. Really.
You burn them?
I'm pretty good. I don't burn them with my dick. I burn them with my verbal skills at Glebe Off the Top, August 7th, the Nowhere Comedy Club. That's what you mean.
Plugs are improvised. What else do we have in the game?
No, you just said I burn people with my dick. I'm going to turn that into a plug to salvage it, Steve.
Actually, just slight correction. I said you burn people with your no dick. But that said, are there any others?
There's one more that was good. That makes me feel a little better. Renee H. said Ben Glebe spells behind every nightmare, giant luminous eyes in baby face. So
if you burn people with your dick, I think that's called gonorrhea, but I may be wrong.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yeah.
What's today's game?
All right.
Today's game. We are going to. It's very simple. We're going to celebrity a food.
Yep. So, Steve won't let me say the games. He just won't let me. Oh, you're saying the games these days. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we had a whole.
Oh, we traded. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
I guess my lack of a dick just got in the way right there.
No, you're a cowboy. You're stuck in the past. Anyway, so now the game today is celebrity a meal. So the way it works is you take any sort of meal and you put a celebrity in it, like steak tartare Rahi P. Henson. So stuff like that. That one wasn't the best one. I never want to use my best ones in the beginning.
Well, it's because it's Taraji, not Tarahi.
Well, I apologize, and that's the only reason why people didn't laugh at that one. If I had pronounced it right, it would have been...
It was a great one. I laughed when you texted it to me. It was just, you just messed up the delivery, Rachel.
All right.
It is a little cocky to eat peanut butter on a show where we mispronounce stuff all the time. You're just so cocky. You know you're not going to mispronounce anything, even with peanut butter in your mouth. That's a fucking challenge, bro.
I'm a cunning linguist, baby.
Different example. John Ham sandwich. Okay, that's a better one. Anyway, my point is, that's the game. The way you play is you can submit yours on any of our streams, whether it's Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere that you see us. You can submit your entry, but if you want your entry to count toward the prize, you submit your entry with at least a $5 Venmo, PayPal, or Super Chat, and then it'll be submitted to win the prize at the end of the show. That's how it works.
Yeah, an entry could be something like Taraji Peanut Butter Henson, huh?
That is so good. Oh my God, that is so good.
Look at that laughter over there from Bowers. I'm just saying.
You eat a bigger spoon of the peanut butter. Damn it!
Yes.
You're fucking up. I'm eating peanut butter and you're fucking up.
I'm telling you, it's cocky, man. This is. I mean, okay. I watched the Reds game yesterday. We lost 8-7 in it was bottom ninth, bases loaded, 2 outs. Votto didn't deliver, which sucked. But we had a rookie, first game in the bigs, first at bat. He's blowing a bubble as he hits a home run. In his first major league at bat. It was like the most badass. I mean, like just that nonchalant. First day in the majors, blowing a bubble, hits a home run. First Red since like 1958 to do it or whatever. It was his first at bat. And that's what you are right now. You're the guy at the plate chewing peanut butter because you're that confident. I'm impressed with you, Ben.
Didn't all the players get COVID? Like, is baseball still a thing right now?
No, the Marlins got COVID because they're in Florida. But, you know, we didn't figure the Marlins were going to – Florida wasn't going to be part of this anyway, really. So the rest of the teams are okay so far.
Yeah, they were basically like, well, I guess we'll just give them 5th place like we were going to anyway. So
Yeah. And also, I'm cocky right now like that guy because there's no audience in these baseball games, so he probably felt like it was batting practice, and I've been this cocky thus far because we don't have an audience yet. So shall we meet our live video front row audience?
Look at that peanut butter segue. That was impressive. That was like Paul Blart Mall Cop segue right there. That was impressive.
Thank you very much. Welcome to our fantastic Isolation Nation crew. We got Frank Notaro with the greatest backdrop ever. We've got Jessica Keibel. Hello. We have got Shannon Kerr. Hello. We got Zara Bending coming to us from very far away. We have got Tam Brown with a great swoop hair. I'm assuming it says the word no there, thank God. We got Jen Winklepleck. Welcome back, Jen. So good to see you again recently. And we got Jennifer Newstead. Welcome. Thank y'all for joining us. It's going to be quite the show today.
We are excited. We also have 2 amazing comics, both returning guests. We also have today Erica Rhodes is back with us. Erica, how are you?
Erica had to cancel last minute. Erica!
Here she is. Here she is.
I was like trying to like do something fancy, and then of course, then when you try to do fancy things, it gets complicated.
That's
I even have a hat. Look.
Nice.
Very cute.
I like the idea of that as a bumper sticker. When you try to do fancy things, it gets complicated.
Yeah. Or a Twitter
Everyone
bio.
understands.
Yes, that's a good Twitter bio, Erica. I feel like that's a great.
I'll
That'd
write
also
it
be a-
down.
Please.
It'd be a great bumper sticker on like a Daewoo or something, you know? Like one time I saw there was a Daewoo and the front license plate said Princess, and I was like, no, you're not. That's a Daewoo. Calm down.
I don't even know what a Daewoo is.
You're like
It's
princess of a very small kingdom, an extremely small kingdom.
It's a jet ski.
Kingdom.
No, a Daewoo is like a knockoff Kia. It's like a knockoff Kia. It's like worse than a Kia.
Oh, I thought it was a jet ski. It's not.
No, it's a car. It's a car. A Daewoo's a car.
I mean,
Like
they
they
took
made
a
it
jet ski and they put tires on it, but yeah.
Essentially. We also have Raanan Hershberg back. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Hey, good to be here. Good to be back. Thanks for having me.
We're excited. And
Yeah, I'm in Alaska, so the internet might die at any moment. So,
so you took quarantining to the whole next level and just went to fucking Alaska where there's 8 people.
oh,
That
it's
impresses
great.
me.
Yeah, 16 people have died here, which is just adorable. You know. No, it turned out it's 1/3 of the population, so it's actually.
Why are you in us? Why are you in Alaska?
My sister lives here, and I was just visiting and helping with her kids. So just figured it'd be a good place to go. There's no much civilization for the quarantine to affect, and no one here believes in the pandemic anyway, so it feels like I'm, back in the good old days. So,
You're in the past, essentially.
Yeah.
I like
Love
that.
that. And then Erica, are you still quarantined at the Airbnb next to your sister's place, was it?
That was like 5 lifetimes ago.
And the answer is yes.
I've moved apartments since then. I came back and then I moved apartments. And so I've switched locations like 5 times since quarantine.
Wow.
Oh, so you're like Rachel each week. She does 5 different locations a week. It's impressive. We only have 4 shows. She's still in 5 different locations every week. That's awesome.
Also, Erica, you've done something that I'm curious about what it's like. You've done you recorded your stand-up special at a drive-in at the Rose Bowl.
Yes.
How did that go? And do you hear any laughter, or people literally just honk when they like jokes?
Do you know, to be honest, I'm so grateful I did Zoom shows because it's very similar.
You're like,
You
'cause
know,
it lowered the
it's like
standard
this.
so much.
Yeah. You hear like 20 people. You hear about 20 people, and you're like, okay, I'm just going to assume it's like 5 times as much as that.
but they also honk?
They honk, yeah. So sometimes I thought a joke would bomb, and then from the back of the crowd, you'd hear honking, and then it would be like an applause break honking thing.
Interesting. So they
What a
took the
crazy
best
line.
sound in the world, which is human laughter, and replaced it with the worst sound in the world, which is cars honking. And that's supposed to be a substitute.
I
Be
thought I was
like, I
bombing.
really killed on that one. Be like, no, there's just traffic on the 101 right now. By the way, I decided you guys were all wearing hats about
We
stuff
all
that
got
was better in the past, so I figured I would do the same.
There you go.
I don't even know what the occasion is,
Matter.
but I love hats.
This is a Hat Wednesday, and I wish you knew that.
It's Tuesday.
What? I take my hat off. I apologize, and
Hat's
I
off to you.
replace it with one of these.
The problem you can only do those honk shows where the drive-in shows with honking like in the East Coast or West Coast, because in the South and Midwest all the horns go na 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 na. It fucking ruins the whole goddamn thing.
So what's a heckle? Is that like the headlights or the windshield wipers? How do you? Or is that just them trying to drive over you? Or what?
There was
No,
a
it's-
guy standing up in front of in his convertible, saying stuff, having a private conversation, but he was like in his convertible. Like sometimes they don't realize they're mic'd, so then they're having conversations, and so I could see him talking to someone in his
They were
car.
mic'd?
Yeah, so like 20 cars were mic'd because they were recording it, so they needed laughs.
Oh.
So sometimes they forgot they were mic'd, so they would just start talking.
So
Kinda
exactly like a Zoom show. Yeah, exactly like a Zoom show.
It was the same thing.
Could you hear the laughter pumped onto the stage too in a monitor?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's at least something. I thought it was just
Yeah.
honks, and then I'm like, it seems like
No.
a complete
Oh,
nightmare.
God, no.
No, Ben,
Never.
it's honks and a guy in a convertible.
One guy in convertible.
You're like doing comedy in front of a bunch of geese. You're like, I'm fucking killing these.
That's what I often do. I go to the lake nearby, and there's a lot of geese, and I just love their feedback. Oftentimes they swim away, but sometimes they give me a courtesy and then swim.
The
How
worst
many
is when
hats
the
do you
geese.
have right now, Ben?
I mean, I don't really know what the question even means. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, Ben can change hats every 5 seconds for the next 3 weeks and not run out
Yeah.
of hats, I'm pretty sure.
That's a
Wow.
fact.
It's
Because
like
he collects a
Curious
lot of-
George.
He collects a lot of dumb
Curious
shit, but
George?
hats.
It's like what? Curious George did
Curious
that?
George. Remember the monkey?
Did he wear? I remember the monkey, but did he wear a lot of hats?
Oh, the man in the yellow hat was his buddy, right?
Oh,
think-
now
I
I'm
think-
mixing up the story.
Yeah, there was a story about the hats in the tree. That's not Curious George, I don't think. I think that was a different story.
Oh.
You're thinking of Cat in the Hat.
You're thinking of the Mad Hatter, I think.
And that was just one
He
hat.
made hats. You're thinking of just any. You're thinking of me, I think. You're thinking of me, animated me.
You just switched the same hat for you. Basically, that's basically the same
How
hat.
many?
Basically, but not the same.
Dad,
Just to
how
make
many-
it clear.
How many conductor of the hipster train hats do you have there? That's like,
Yet they still won't let me in the club.
that's like
By the way, Erica, you're thinking of there's a kid's book called Caps for Sale. I think that's what you're thinking.
Yes.
Yes.
Caps for
Yes.
Sale. I love that book.
Yeah, I loved that book as a kid, but Curious George never cameoed, weirdly enough.
I don't know why I mixed it up with Curious George.
I don't either, but it made sense to me, oddly enough.
You knew exactly what I was talking about.
But in Curious George, the guy with the yellow hat. I think you're thinking of that hat. I think.
Yeah, the guy in the yellow hat was from Curious George, but then there's also the other book, and then the more Ben puts on these hats, the more his mustache turns into a handlebar. It's like twisting up. It's involuntarily twisting.
We are only seating people who got here early and who know Frederick, and so you're gonna have to wait.
I just like how the hats get.
The weirdest part is Ben has so much stuff. If you sold that on eBay, you would make like tens of dollars.
I know. I know. Don't think I'm not considering it. Don't think I'm not considering it since Steve literally gave me the advice in real life about 4 or 5 weeks ago. He's like, you should sell your random stuff. I was like, I'm not going to use this old Wi-Fi booster. He's like, sell it, dude.
But like with tech, you can do that. With random hats, it's not worth the postage, I don't think.
He needs that hat to be the one white guy in the jazz band. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, look, you can maybe get in the jazz band wearing this hat. You can't get in the jazz band wearing this hat. You know what I'm saying?
Ben, when you move,
Oh, shit up.
I know you've lived in your place for what, like 7, 8 years now?
5.5, 5. I don't know. No, it's January of 2015. What is that? 5 years?
But yeah, 5.5 years. So when you moved,
Yeah.
how long did it take you to pack everything up?
I mean, first of all, believe it or not, all of this squeezed into a 1-bedroom apartment in Hollywood.
Yeah,
It was unreal.
Ben's the only guy in the country that uses 1-800-GOT-JUNK to move.
And Steve's the only guy in the country that uses 1-800-GOT-JUNK to pick up on girls. But the point is, I did also have a storage space. It took a while to move. It took, like, I was renting the old place while I had this house at the same time for a while, so I got to kind of leisurely bring stuff for a good chunk of time, and that helped me out a great deal.
I also love that you're like, I fit all this into a 1-bedroom apartment, and also the dedicated storage space that I bought aside from let's catch up on some tips and do a set.
All right. We've got a lot of tips to catch up on. So, John Spence, a couple days ago, had tipped $100 and said for the Martin grant. So thank you, John.
Thanks,
Nice.
John.
We've got Alex Bernhard, $25, supporting for the show. Kinky Panda, $10. Hey, Steve, I started my channel because of you. You're extremely funny and very witty. I'm dating a Jew and she loves you.
There was so every
Kinda
word of
emphasize
that
Jew there.
comment was more confusing than the word before.
Yeah, it was. And don't worry, he'll get to be able to explain who he's dating in less offensive ways as it continues.
Yeah. Yeah. Just so you know, just Kinky Panda. Can I call you Kinky for short?
Kink.
Yeah, K-Pan. Just so you know, don't use the word as a noun. That's the Jewish person. Just keep the person in there. That's
Well, I feel like Queen Rachel said dating a Jew with that little anti-Semitic emphasis. Was that in the transcript? Did it say that?
It was in quotes.
Was that her or just a little anti-Semitic?
It was my confusion.
Actually, what happened was he had underlined the ew in Jew.
Yeah.
Much.
You must emphasize this angrily.
Don't like it in general when people use Jew. It should always be Jewish. It softens it. It brings it home. Whenever someone says he's a Jew, it's like hey, look at that steak over there. You know what I mean?
Well, it's also being like, hey, I'm dating a white guy versus I'm dating a white.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
The fewer syllables, the more hateful it is. It's like I don't care enough to.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That is very true.
There's no long slurs.
That's why Raanan Hershberg is one of the sweetest, kindest names you can ever hear.
By the way, there are
It's
totally
actually
long
Hebrew for dirty
slurs.
Jew.
There are
Yeah.
totally long slurs, and I'm not gonna say them. Just a heads up. There's a decent amount of long slurs.
How many
That was a trap. You almost fell into it, Steve. Ben was
Steve,
trying
give
to
us
trick
just
you.
the top 5.
Unlike
And Steve's top 5 long slurs are.
Unlike Ben's game entries, I'm gonna edit this list. Okay, Rachel, what else do we have?
Comedian destroys career with impromptu slurs list.
All right. We also had Dan Whitner, $10. What's the worst city or state that you've been to?
That's a good question.
I don't like categorize things like that. Like I don't.
Kentucky. Kentucky's my answer.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Kentucky is my answer too, and I'm from there.
Oh, no.
That's a tough one. Worst
I don't-
city or state.
I don't tend to categorize stuff like that, Muskogee, Oklahoma, and I just.
I'll say that the most different from me and my comedic vibe, and I mean not on this show, like how I'm dressed right now probably would fit in pretty good, but my typical life vibe, Baton Rouge, Louisiana is kind of just like a shit show fraternity party at all times. Like I was trying to do stand up there, the Funny Bone. I played there for like 3-4 years in a row, but you couldn't do stand up really. I don't smoke cigarettes. I would chain smoke on stage. I would just talk aggressive shit to the audience. The bartender had a bell he would ring when I would talk a good amount of shit, and people would go, "Woo!" There's bells ringing. I don't know. I was basically a rodeo clown when I performed there.
I gotta
Baton
say,
Rouge
Ben,
is a whole new level of racism. Yeah.
yeah, Ben,
content.
I've also performed in Baton Rouge, and I gotta tell you, I had a lovely time. Completely different experience. It was nice.
I will say that sometimes I do miss it, and I sometimes call the operator and I say, "Operator, won't you put me on through? Would you put me on through down to Baton Rouge?"
And she's like, there haven't been operators in 30 years.
I once performed at a Beef O'Brady's in Scottsburg, Indiana.
I've done that room. That's a fun room.
Horrible name.
Remember how the Tom Sobel gigs, the looseness of calling it a room. I've done that room, that pizza restaurant in Southern Indiana.
Yeah, oh, I've been to that. I've done that one too. Where you stand up in front of the buffet. You stand up in front of the pizza buffet.
Yeah, remember the great Tom Sobel Applebee's circuit? Remember that?
You guys are
remember that
already
show-
celebritying a meal. Wait till
Right?
the game.
Rob, I remember
Erica.
you performed on a truck outside of the state fair. I remember once. That was one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
I performed on a truck, and people were 200 feet away, and I couldn't hear them laughing. And for that, I just had them. For me to know a joke went well, I had them just, if they liked a joke, I told them to just raise their hand. And it's my go-to worst gig, and that is literally the only shows they have now. That's literally because my bomb story is now all comedy is. So like, how do I get back on those trucks?
Erica, do you have any cities you want to throw on the bus or any?
No.
I actually also performed outside in a parking lot in Poland for the troops, and it was broad daylight, and we were on a flatbed truck that they had to clean right before we stepped on it because it had so much dust on it. And then we got up there, and everybody was sitting outside in a parking lot, and then gradually the sun went down, and you could barely even see us. And it was just, it was a nightmare.
It was
but-
right outside Auschwitz. It was very hard to get.
Oh,
I don't remember what city it was, but it was somewhere in the middle of Poland.
And it inspired you to tape your special outdoors as well. Rachel, can we catch up on some stuff so we can do a set? We're like 20 minutes behind, guys.
Last one. So we've got Dana Z. Bunster tipped the show $100 and said, "Thank you for my Glebe 2020 buttons. They do exist. Vote for Ben Glebe for Peanut Butter Czar."
yay!
Wait,
So glad they arrived.
wait, you're trying to be president, and now it's peanut butter czar? Is that-
Hey, listen, I want something attainable, and honestly, I'm already scared about the competition. There's tight competition for this thing, man.
All
We're
right,
thinking
let's
about
get
sides.
let's get to some comedy. Coming up next, your first comic tonight. You've seen in the middle of nowhere, Poland. Give it up for Erica Rhodes, everybody. Erica Rhodes.
Hey, hi. Well, I'm here to bring good news because I think we need it, right? We need some positivity. So here, are you ready for the good news?
Woo.
I read that the numbers are finally going down of people pursuing their dreams. There's too many big dreamers in the world. If I had kids now, I'd be like, you know what you're good at, Johnny? You're good at stocking the fridge. You just put that milk away behind the string cheese, and if you get really ambitious, I want you to do a lap around the house and pretend to deliver the milk to the front door, and maybe one day you'll work for Amazon. I think one of my problems in my life is my parents were too supportive. Like they've been way too supportive. My mom's a violinist, and she's like in dream world. Like she's always been like, honey, just find what you love to do and the money will follow. And I'm like, okay, but how far back is it following? 20 years, 30 years? Is it some karmic life lesson that in this lifetime I'll be broke and in a future lifetime I'll have a headboard? He's like, honey, you're not our problem anymore, okay? And you owe us $1,000, so maybe hold off on the headboard. It's been a tough year for statues. I think we can agree on that. This year. It's also been a confusing time for statutes of limitations. And since we're so confused by the two things, my solution is, how about if you're at all confused about statutes of limitations, you should only be allowed to hump statues. I mean, that would kill two stones with one bird. So like, we should have people be allowed, you can go up to any statue and you can get out any of your sexual urges on that statue. And I think if we just saw people going around humping, Christopher Columbus, if they felt like it, we'd be like, we get it. We get it. You do what you need to do, but it's, why waste a good statue? Leave it there, leave it in place, and then predators can go and, do what they need to do. Get it out. I'm a solution-based comic, I'm all I think it's been an interesting time for men, in general. A couple years of learning, lots of lessons. And to me, the thing that I found the most shocking about the whole Me Too movement was more how shocked we were by the fact that men are gross. That's one of the first things I learned as a kid. Eat your broccoli, men are gross. And then here we all woke up every morning. We were like, did you hear another man was gross again? I'm not that shocked. Like, tell me something I don't know. And then it was like Me Too Christmas morning every day. It was like another creep and another creep and another creep. And now I think it's going to be the Who's Left movement. Like, did anybody left? Did anybody not jerk off into a succulent? I say if we're going to cancel people, we just keep canceling. Like, can we keep canceling until we finally get to the people without talent? For a lot of those people, I feel like we should cancel too. Just a couple of them, I would. A couple of people that sing like, I'm a bad man, I'm a bad man, I'm a bad man, I'm a bad man. Those people, can we just... What should I close out with? You guys have been great. I feel like I'm hearing laughs of imaginary people. There's Jen laugh. Thank you, Jen. Oh, I love this. Oh, you're so cute.
Honk, 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 honk.
That's where I feel comfortable. Yeah, I don't know what to end on. You guys have been great. Maybe I should just end with, I think one confusing thing just in general with dating has been a friend zoning thing, because women have a sophisticated friend zoning tactic where we ask for favors. That's how you know you're a friend of a woman. We'll be like, can you help me move? Will you pick me up at the airport? Will you put together my IKEA furniture, right? And a man friend zones by sleeping with you. We're always confused because, a woman is like, I slept with him. Why won't he pick me up at the airport? And a man is like, I picked her up at the airport. Why won't she sleep with me? Now I've just decided I'm never sleeping with anyone ever again. So at least I always have a ride to the airport. Thanks so much. You guys are great. Thanks.
There it goes. Woo! Nice work.
If you enjoyed the set, please tip and or honk, put your turn signal on, whatever it is. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com, or of course you can super chat on YouTube.
And I'm headlining the show the 31st.
Nowhere Comedy Club this Friday.
Yes.
Yep.
This Friday, Erica's headlining. I'm hosting. It's going to be a blast. Erica's just one of the greats. She's so funny. So definitely tip, and then definitely see the show and do all the things.
Absolutely. And I believe the opening band is Peanut Butter Cowboy, right?
Nope, that's this Sunday at the Roxy.
Oh, my apologies.
I think it is interesting. We've spent a couple years trying to get men to stop catcalling people, and now we're doing comedy shows where if you like her, honk your horn.
Mm-hmm.
The new laugh is saying smile more.
I'm doing a show soon near a construction site, and the laughter is people saying, "Hey, baby, get over here."
It is tough. I haven't done any of those drive-in shows yet, and I don't know if I want to, because, like, as a New Yorker, my instinct as soon as I hear someone honk is to be like, "Shut up, fuck off." And like that,
I mean,
usually is what I do on stage anyway. So
it feels like a heckle. I don't, Erica, I think you might have just been heckled by everyone. I think I don't want to hurt your feelings, but it sounds like they were booing you off the stage. He's like, I was killing. The laughter now was honking and saying, "Fuck you, go home." That's
What was interesting is that I had some jokes about, guys being assholes, and they actually honked in my defense a couple times, and you could sense the difference of like a honk that was like supportive, or like a honk that was like, "That asshole."
honking on the road.
Also,
Yeah, honking on the road is a language. It's the same. It's the same type of thing. Like when like someone cuts you off and it's dangerous, you may lay on the horn. But if someone just won't go at a green light, you might just be like,
Yeah, you would just go.
same. Yeah, same kind of thing.
Yeah.
but also, and again, I fully support most of the things we're being told to do during this pandemic time, but we do have to keep our eyes open to making sure they're really not trying to take away all of our ability to communicate and connect as humans, because literally what you just said sounded like you just discovered the first group of humans that's been kept isolated on an island forever. You were like, you really could discern their intent from the honk. It was an aggressive honk or an angry honk. Oh yeah, or we used to have laughter and words and ways to communicate directly our opinions on things.
Well,
You guys
Eric,
see-
is the name of the special Queen of the Honkers? Because that would work.
That could work. Oh, here's the other thing. Can I tell you the other weird thing that happened?
Yeah.
Is that the cars started to look like people.
You can see that. You can
They
see that.
started to be like,
I think
started
it
to
was
be
just
like, there's
hallucinating.
that guy, or like, there's that guy, or like, oh yeah, she's cool.
I think that Honda Civic wants to fuck me. Is that what you were thinking?
Wants to fuck me by cutting me off in traffic. Am I wrong?
That's awesome. Rachel, let's get some tips.
All right, yeah, we've got a lot coming in. So we started off with Dun Talk, 25 Canadian. Erica put this towards repurposing Confederate statues as headboards.
Specific. Very.
That's very specific. We've got Sean Ehrlich, $10 for Erica. I always tell my students that the secret to happiness is to have a small dream.
Very
That's
true.
true.
That's the secret to happiness?
Yes.
Oh yeah, set your expectations low, my friend.
How did you
Set 'em
both
low.
just say happiness?
We also had Dave Adler, $5, and said, "What a succulent set, Erica. I loved it."
Aw. These are clever fans.
For the record, I don't eat or come into plants. That's one of my rules.
No, Chris.
This is the only way Erica knows if her sets go well these days.
Very cute.
We also had Zara tip $10. My abs hurt after your set, Erica. Thank you for the advice. I've been training and Ubering to the airport for the last 6 years.
Aw.
We also had, sorry, what else? There's a lot. Okay, so Matthew Plummer, $5. Erica, I'm not mic'd, but I was laughing.
Oh, good. No.
And then Glenn Becker, $10. Erica, brilliant and painful. Thanks.
But that's my brand. Yes.
And
By
I
the
mean,
way,
this gal laughed hysterically at your set, Erica. Really loved it.
The idea of the mic'd audience, like we did a corporate a couple weeks ago, and like I did a joke and it didn't really get anything, and I was like, all right guys, let's make sure all your mics are on, and then I looked at the list and I was like, oh, they are. Fuck.
Oh, yeah, that was like one of my ideas. Like when I got back to a real audience, I wanted to be like, can you guys all unmic yourselves?
We're gonna put this whole comedy club on mute. Oh, holy
What the fuck, Bowers? That is next level, dude.
That's a great hat.
That is next level.
Oh my
Wow.
God. All right.
Did we do
also-
Antiques Roadshow at your house once, Ben?
Yeah, we could, absolutely. We should do a full-on Antiques Roadshow meets Cribs, and we'll have fun.
Be like, this hat is from the early 2014 period.
This was when I
What?
played the guy who played Vinny on Doogie Howser, but in Newsies.
Wait, what
Doug, I'm telling you, Doug. What?
What if for our 100th show we just had a garage sale at Ben's and the four of us just worked it and did the show?
That's
By
a
the way,
great
I
idea.
hate that offhand. I knew that was Max Casella.
I hate that even after you said that, it took me 3 seconds to be like, wait, what? Who is that? Oh, the thing I just said. Got it.
Yeah. All right, we know you don't watch the show. Don't worry about it.
I've never seen this show. I'm curious to see what it's like.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Pretty good.
Rachel, what else we got?
All right. Tam tipped $5 and said, Erica, I'm hiding my succulents now.
Thank you. Thank you.
We had Dana tip you $50 and say, Erica, I love the hat. In memory of our mutual friend Bill Wiley, he thought you were hysterical. Kept telling me that I had to see you. Now I have.
Oh my God, that's an emotional one. That was like our close family friend who passed away recently. He was really funny. That's sweet.
We
Ben, do you have a
also
silly
had,
hat to maybe?
Well, no, but I was in my bucket of silly hats when that sad story happened, and none of you said, "I'm sorry to hear that." I'm sorry to hear that, Erica.
Thank you,
My
Ben.
God.
Thank
We
I had
didn't
to
really
run
know
back
how
from my hat box to
You just
express
had
sympathy.
Silence.
My
Silence.
God, everybody else is like, "That wasn't a joke. What's going on now?"
Well, I mean,
No, we just didn't really know how to. I was
Yeah, I
like
mean,
letting her
sucks.
emote.
Yeah.
My God, I had to run back. I just spilled my hat box now. Thanks, guys.
That's gonna take hours to clean up. Wait,
You have no idea.
The pilot we did.
Yeah, this is the hat from the show me and Steve did that never turned into anything, but it was a fun show.
Yeah, we did a pilot like man on the street game show thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, the only positive thing from that was Bowers getting a hat.
I got a hat and a shirt. I got a shirt too, but you know.
Wearing hats.
Cool jackets too.
Yeah, he has very cool jackets.
Yeah.
But just for the record, wearing hats from game shows is lame, and everybody knows that.
Exactly. Rachel, catch us up.
All right, Renee Hutchison, $10. Erica, great set. Honk honk.
Aww.
We had Jess, $20 in our live audience. I think you hit the nail on the head that men are gross.
Yeah, Erica's joke gives new meaning to the show Between Two Ferns.
Yes.
Good one, Steve.
That's a modern day threesome, I guess. And the only way that you know that a guy is a nice guy is if they're in touch with themselves, they can wear bunny ears and be vulnerable like this. So it's really
There you go. You
that's
don't
one of the main
look
ways you
at
can know.
all.
I think
Nice
actually you
girl.
know if the guy owns only cacti. And then
Yes!
not going near toes.
Great about it. I think the word succulent is just a funny word, don't you think?
It is, and kind of sexual. I mean, you gotta at least give it that.
It's sexual. I felt like he was sexually harassing you with that.
Did you feel uncomfortable during my
It was
set?
like you're very succulent. Yeah, it felt like one of those multi-syllable slurs that Steve.
Hello to this band of succulents, huh?
This succulent Syrian over here. You know what I mean? It's a very, very aggressive.
Rachel, catch us up.
Yep. We have Peter Amsel, 6 Canadian. Erica, thanks for the laughs. And then Renee Dupay, $10. Brilliant and a little too relatable. And we had a couple generals before the set. We had Jeff Jones, $5. Steve probably had a good time at Baton Rouge because they'd never be able to stop ringing the bell with how he wrecks hecklers.
Nice.
And then Matthew Plummer, $5. This show keeps getting better. Thank you for the laughs. And then Dave Adler, $1.18. Garage sale at Ben's. I'm there.
Also, you gotta love Steve superfans who take a story about me destroying hecklers and say, "Yup, that probably would be even better if Steve were destroying hecklers in that story."
And yes.
Yeah, no, that's
You got very dedicated fans, man. I'm always impressed.
I appreciate that. I'm so sorry to hear that, Ben. I'm sorry for your loss. Is that better?
Yeah, made me feel better. Thank you.
Are we caught up, Rachel?
You are caught up.
All right, let's get to our next comedian. He's an animal. You're gonna love him.
Crazy.
He's from Kentucky. He lives in New York now, but he's in Alaska. Give it up for Raanan Hershberg, everybody. Woo!
Erica made so much money. It's gonna be great after my set. And Rachel's like, he made no money. There was no. That's how you know you bomb now when you just don't. I had a good set last week, like Erica's talking about. I had a good set. A guy in the audience liked the show so much, he yelled, "Go home, Jew." That's the new laugh, right? I'm in Alaska. Try to do Tinder here. It's tough. There are about 25 females in my radius, and 6 of them are moose, so it's tough to tough dating. I am getting better at I'm getting better at sexting during the quarantine. Yeah, it turns out I'm way better at fucking when I don't have to be there in person. That's something the farther you remove me from sex, the better it is. That's but I love doing stand-up comedy. I love how stand-up comedy has now been reduced to just the canceling part. Isn't that fun? That's all. That's all it is now. Just people getting. Jimmy Fallon almost got canceled, right? For the blackface thing. I actually saw a video recently of Chris Rock forgiving Jimmy Fallon for doing blackface, but it turned out to just be Jimmy Fallon again. He's really good. He's really good. But there's a lot of prejudice. I've experienced a lot. I'm a Jew from Kentucky, which is a lot like being a unicorn. The only difference is people in Kentucky thought we had 2 horns. That's the only difference.
Wow.
That's the main difference, Yeah, but you just got to make sure there's no racism in your heart. That's the most important thing, right? Because once you get dementia, that shit's coming out. You can hide it for so long, and then you get dementia, and the robe is coming off. Dementia is just God hacking your private emails. That's all it is. WikiLeaks for the soul. That's all it is. Dementia is weird too, because dementia will make you forget family members, but not that you hate a group of people. That's how deep hatred is. People's dementia are like, I hate Puerto Ricans. Now, who are you and where am I? That's the thing. It is hard to get old in this country, though. It's really hard. Once you turn 75, you don't have a lot of options, right? You can either be put into a nursing home or run every aspect of government. Those are the only two options. You gotta decide. You want to shit in a bedpan 3 times a week, or decide foreign policy for years to come. Those are the And unfortunately for us, Donald Trump did not choose nursing home. That's why we're in our situation. No, I think Trump's doing a good job. I love his plan of avoiding the second wave by never getting out of the first one. I love that plan. He's smart. Remember when Trump said he could kill someone on Fifth Avenue and not lose any supporters? And it turned out he was off by 150,000. Remember that? No, I hate Trump. I hate Trump. I would vote for a corpse over Donald Trump. And come November, you're going to see just how serious I am. I miss the old presidents though, like George Washington. I fucking love George Washington. You know he could never tell a lie. Did you all know that? That must have been hard on his wife. She'd be like, "Do I look fat in this dress?" And he'd be like, "I fucked an underage prostitute last night. She gave me syphilis, and now you have it. And yes, you look fat in that dress." COVID is scary though. My great aunt got COVID. She got COVID. The good news is she just got out of the hospital. That's the good news. That's great. The bad news is she's dead. But other than that. Sorry. The chances of my mom dying from COVID are pretty high ever since I put a hit out on her. They're pretty high. No, but it's bad times. People are getting canceled. You know, Nick Cannon said something anti-Semitic, right? But that was a different time a week ago when he did that interview. It was a different time. I watched some of Nick Cannon's stand-up the other day, and I kind of enjoyed it, actually. I did. And now I'm worried I have COVID because they say the first thing to go is your sense of taste. Yeah, you know, but I'm sober. It sucks to be sober during quarantine. That's the worst. There's some drugs I never did. I never fucked with edibles. Because every edible instruction is always the same. It's always bullshit. It's always like, you gotta start with just half a cookie. So I was like, just half. Don't do more than half a cookie. It's like, motherfucker, I've never had half a cookie in my life. I either had 0 cookies or all the cookies. Those are the only options. Who can eat half a cookie? Who are these fucking psychopaths? If you want me to eat half of something, how about you don't put weed in a fucking cookie? How about that? I'll do half a weed carrot. I can do half a carrot, no problem. But I had a lot of fun on drugs. I did. True story, I once had sex with a girl named Molly while on heroin. True story. I have a lot of tolerance now, you know, because I'm older. I quit. I'm sober. You know, I'm getting a lot older. I'm 35. A lot of people think I'm younger because I've had so few accomplishments, but I'm actually 35. All right, let's see some other little quick ones. The last time I shit myself, I was in the shit my pants. I was in the 3rd grade. Yeah, yeah. I'll never substitute teach again, ever again. Traumatizing. All right, yeah. But people are too old in this. People are too old in politics. Oh shit, I got the line. I'm sorry. Fuck. All right. So anyway, yeah. So that was my set. Thank you all so much.
Raanan Hershberg, everybody.
Hershberg. If you want a tip, you can do so. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen for our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com, or of course you can super chat on YouTube.
Yeah.
Nice. That
And also,
Fallon joke,
Raanan, hilarious
that's-
set. It did not feel appropriate to say it during, but I'm so sorry for your laugh.
Oh, she did. That's the great aunt.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
She's not that. I made that up. I'm not.
Oh, thank God.
And she wasn't that great to begin with. She was just a regular aunt.
Not great.
But,
Yeah. She was kind of a yeah. I did put a hit on my mom, but my great aunt is.
I actually think what you said about the COVID second wave, what's utterly ridiculous is that we were all thinking like, oh, maybe it'll slow down during summer because of the weather, but like everybody is fucking going out because of it. I think it's actually going to slow down in winter because that's the one fucking thing that's going to keep people from socializing, being too cold.
Keeping them inside. Yeah, hopefully, or it'll just get even worse than it was.
I'm telling you, one day it'll just magically disappear. It's going to be incredible. It'll just be here, and then all of a sudden you're going to be like, where did it go? And it's going to be gone. And it's going to be really wonderful. And a lot
You
of
look
people...
like Doug. You look like Doug Benson with jaundice in that look. Right now.
So Ben, you're just saying it's going to just fly away magically? It'll just fly away and it'll be gone forever?
How many hats do you all fucking have?
Oh my God.
Powers, I know how small your apartment is, and that's what makes this more ridiculous. Ben at least has like a house to fit all this shit in.
Guys, I've seen a little bit of trash talk in the chat about my lack of hats to top Bowers hats. I just have to tell you, I was up until 5 in the morning because Carmel was making me clean the place, and I now have 4 plastic containers full of hats that I haven't even dipped into just not to create a mess, and I still have all these hats. I know it's not much of a thing to say, but it's an excuse, but it's still.
Cool.
No.
Yeah, I don't take your excuse, but I think you're losing.
Bowers, are you mainly friends with liquor reps? Like how? Where?
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, there's a moment where there was a moment in my 20s where every shirt I wore I got free at a bar for about 5 years. Yeah, for sure.
Tara in the comments just said Bowers hunting for booty. only perpendicularly.
Yep. That's how it works. Rachel,
All right.
catch
Yeah,
us up.
Are you at a right angle?
We've got Dun Talk starting us off with $25 for Raanan. To order some succulents. I've heard somewhere having a green thumb is a good cure for feelings of loneliness and isolation.
Wow, you really hurt my feelings by just quoting Erica's joke.
Yeah, was that for me?
So he wants you to come in your plants, dude. That's what he's talking about. He's like, get a plant and then fuck it. That's going to be here in Alaska. That's your only chance. I think that's what he was saying.
Yeah, came in my
So,
plans
but
just to
are
be
you saying now, or are you saying at some point during the show or off air?
Oh, I said
Never mind.
succulent. Oh, yeah.
Never mind. I'm just gonna put that away.
It's a fucculent, am I right? Okay.
We also had Glenn Becker, $10. I just turned 59 and I look forward to your vote. Great set.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
We've got Renee Dupay, $20. Dark humor, you killed it.
Oh, thank you, Renee.
Dave Adler, $5.18. I think growing some kosher weed in Kentucky and calling it Kentucky Jew grass would be a pure profit.
Thank you for the recommendation of the career choice. I appreciate it. I've seen your comedy, and now I think you do better as a drug dealer, honestly.
We also had Matthew Plummer, $5. Run on Corpse 2020 killed me. Feel free to write me a ballot.
Okay.
We also Jeff Jones, $10 tip, great sets. Stanley, $20, Raanan,
Wow.
just awesome. Tam, who's in our live audience, $5. Raanan, all the
All the what?
All the what?
cookies.
You're cutting out a little.
Oh,
The
cool.
cookies.
Okay, yeah.
I'll get closer to the mic.
Just glad
By
it's
the
not
way-
more job recommendations. That would have been.
By the way, what's particularly amazing is that like this is being tipped in U.S. dollars. I can't even imagine how much this is in Alaska.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's already got 2.5 moose. He's ready.
That's half the female population, Bauer.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
gonna be a king here.
Hey, by the way, Mookie Betts just signed to the Dodgers for like $360 million. Should he open a cookie store in LA called Mookie's Cookies, or is that just my imagination? I think that would be hilarious.
No, I think he should open a kosher weed farm in Kentucky. Oh wait, no, that business. Renan's already got that business.
How is it? How do you make weed kosher? Isn't it all weed kosher?
Not if you put pork and cheese on it, Raanan.
That's true. I'm not up to
Kind of a
date
dumb
with the
question
brands.
is that.
I'm not
Is
up
that-
to date with the
Pork
brands.
and cheese. You have to.
Yeah.
The
Is
pork
that why you don't?
wouldn't be
Is
enough.
that why you don't do
Also-
edibles because they're not kosher, Ron? Is that's what the edibles have been? They haven't been kosher your whole life.
Yeah, follow my kashrut.
All right.
My mom actually once caught me cooking a pepperoni pizza in the oven in my old house, in my parents' house when I was younger. She was very upset. And I was like, but you should realize the oven hasn't been kosher since I cooked a Hot Pocket in there a week before. So there's no reason. Pretty unkosher.
Camera
Fair
just
point.
pans over and there's a pig on like a spigot.
All right. We also had Jess, $20. What a great set. I really enjoyed it so much. 2-horned unicorns. Oh my God.
Oh, thank you. Glad you like the anti-Semitic part the most.
It was anti-Semitic.
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
Two-horned
was
unicorns.
funny.
Two-horned unicorns should be called tunicorns. Don't we agree?
They're the chicken of the sea.
Two-horned unicorn is like an anti-Semitic fable. I saw a Jew with 2 horns, like a unicorn, but 2.
All right. We also had Dana tip you $50 and said, for the
Jesus.
giggles, stomp the orange face November 3rd.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus. Thank you so much. 50, my God. Thank you.
E-hole, $5. You killed it, man. Please do drugs, please.
This money's only for drugs, Ron. You son of a bitch. Here's $5 to get you off that fucking wagon.
You know how like there's like you can't just give money to a homeless guy. He's just gonna use it for drugs. That's the opposite of what they're saying to you right now.
Use it.
You can't just give this money to Raanan. He's just gonna use it for not drugs.
Yeah, he's gonna get sandwiches or something. No.
Well, they have faith that he will use it for drugs. I think they have faith still in humanity. Also,
All right. We had Andrea Gordon tip each comic $5. We've
Thank you.
got Technics, 2 Canadian. Ronan's 35, too few accomplishments.
You should have more. Yeah.
The sad part is I'm actually 36. I totally forgot.
COVID birthdays don't count. We paused mortgages and time, so you're fine.
That's always such a sad moment in your stand-up where you do a joke about being old, but you never updated the joke, so in your head you're like, oh yeah, I'm actually older than this joke. I'm older and a hack who can't update jokes.
but at least you always will have the strength of the Jewish people to support you and be there with you during your time of need.
How do you have all these?
Unicorn.
Unicorn.
It's
That's
a
right.
unicorn.
How do you do these?
I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you've been quarantined for too long, Erica. I'm just here
Fancy,
to-
whatever you're doing is so high tech.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're having another hallucination, like when the cars became people.
Yeah.
Erica, do the people also become cars?
I think
Wait, what did you say?
I said, do the people also become cars?
Oh, I
Like,
wish.
I was like, oh my God, there's a car driving that person. I've been inside way too long.
The more you tell the story, the more it just sounds like you took shrooms and went into traffic, and you're just like, great. I was getting honked at. I was crushing. I was getting honked at. They were loving it, and the cars became people. Someone said, "Get out of the road, you crazy person."
Everyone's
Which
like,
is-
Erica thinks she shot a special. Just play along. Play along.
By the
And
way,
she did it.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but some breaking news here. Nick Cannon just tweeted that there are too many unicorns in comedy. So,
All right.
What happened? Oh wait. Did
What's
I get
happening?
unicorn stuff? I have
Someone's
unicorn
laughing
stuff.
a lot.
We're laughing.
I
at
just
my
spoke to a
unicorn
lady,
stuff.
by the way, who wasn't. She looked kind of like an apple and wasn't quite sure what to make of Erica's set. To be honest with you.
What a big butt.
Yeah, or a big red butt.
Big butt.
Ours really wants us to notice that he has a lot of unicorn stuff right now.
Well, I don't have to, you don't have to notice me. I'm cool. Whatever.
Yeah.
Conk. I'm in.
By
Can
the
you hear me
way,
like a
yeah,
robot?
Erica, were you thrown that there was laughing and not car sounds, or
Wait, for this set?
this show?
This show, some people were making car sounds. I could hear the honking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that made me feel more comfortable. Thank you,
Yeah,
whoever
yeah.
did that. Whoever went honk honk.
That was me, and you're welcome.
Thank you, Ben.
You're welcome. Anytime.
All
So we
right.
caught up.
No, we're not. We've got some generals too. So some last tips for Raanan. Zara, $5. Every single part of your set hit hard every time. If that's any indication of your lovemaking, those 6 moose are in for a good time.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, Raanan, you fuck moose, but you fuck him good. God damn it, that's all that matters.
I thought she was flirting with me, and then it took a real twist. If there's any indication of that love motive, you and those moose.
It's very
And then-
difficult for the moose to swipe right too, because the hooves.
It's true.
We've got Renee Hutchison, $10. I had to take a work Zoom call right in the middle of your set, and I was crying with laughter and had to awkwardly explain why.
Awesome.
She's just like, no, you guys don't get it. His great aunt died.
Something about Jews having 2 horns. I don't know what it was, but it was hilarious. Like, oh shit, no.
Erica, it's cool that you did a drive-in show, but you really should not have done the meet and greet afterwards. Not socially distant at all. Cool. My God.
I've got insurance. It's okay.
All right, and then we've got a few generals to get through. We had Dan tip $5. Steve, you're kind of known for attacking hecklers. What was the most fun for you?
When I got heckled by a car, what?
I once told a moose to shut the fuck up in Alaska, and it was awesome.
I swear to God, Biden could beat Trump in a landslide on November 3rd and November 4th. The headline of the paper might read, Steve Hofstetter would have beat him worse if he heckled him.
Oh man, Ben does not
right.
like that you have fans, Steve. This
Love that you have fans.
Well, of course
love
you do.
it.
That's why this show has viewers. What else we got, Rachel?
Don't make me count my Twitter again. Don't make me count my Twitter.
And he's done counting.
Guys, I forgot to go live on my Twitter today.
Oh my God, what are your poor parents gonna do? All right.
Wait, the answer to the question of what was my favorite one? This one right now.
Oh,
All right, a few more. We had Andrea Gordon, expensive test tip. So she was just testing Venmo, gave us $1. Jeff Jones, $5. How much do we have to tip to convince Ben to open the hat boxes?
How much is a relationship counselor?
there are 18 people watching on my YouTube. I just checked. Jessica Keibel's one of them. She's very excited. She is pointing to her proud Glebe YouTube watcher. God bless you, Jessica. Thank you so much. I have so few people watching on my YouTube, I can find them on video within moments. Yeah! Is that mine or Steve's? Before I celebrate. Oh, thank you. Thank
wow.
God. Yes. Love that.
They watch on yours because there's not all that annoying chatting between the fans.
You're breaking up again, Bowers. Breaking up. Can't hear what you're saying at all. Also, an update from earlier in the show. You're right, Bowers. Daewoo does not make Sea-Doos. I looked it up. But for some reason, Yamaha does. So the keyboard company makes jet skis, but not a car company. Weird.
They also make motorcycles. Yamaha does. But
Well.
Rachel, what do we got left?
Yamaha
All
does.
right. We have lots still coming in. So Kayla Edwards, I think this was for both comics, $20. You guys are awesome, great sets. And then Matthew Plummer, $1, not bicorn.
Oh, for a unicorn. For the.
Bicorn, yeah.
Bicorn sounds very weird.
It does.
Tuna corn. I like tuna corn.
Bicorn. Like
Bicorn, I
sounds
get.
like you have to buy corn.
Zari,
Or the corn goes both ways, which is weird. You don't want to
a
put
resident
corn in both spots.
animal
yes-
expert said we
and
actually
yes-
call two-horn unicorns Diceros. So there's a real name for them.
Also, Erica, you do have to buy corn unless you're stealing corn. Is that what you're trying to encourage people to do?
No, everyone buy your corn the right
Okay.
way.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure you weren't suggesting any unlawful behavior here in the show.
These liberals out here thinking everybody should get free corn. It should be free corn to everybody. I don't like
I'm
it.
endorsing handouts. No handouts of corn.
But please do not grow corn at home because then you might be tempted to do things in that plant. So,
True. Good point, Steve.
yeah.
Or honestly, it's a corn plant. More likely, let it do things to you. Am I wrong?
There's been a lot of jacking off into plants. That's like the main callback.
That is the
of the show.
recurring theme of the show.
Yeah, we always pick one. We always pick one
Who
and go with
knew?
it. Jerking off into plants was ours today.
Knew that would be my thing, you know?
Erica, you
How
have
did-
given the show so many
What-
gifts.
when I booked you, Eric, I was hoping it would turn into jerking off on plants. I just
That's how I always thought. I always thought that that's the proof of how sexist people are. That Harvey Weinstein assaulted so many women, and most people just remember the plant. They're like, that was like he assaulted 50 women in a plant. Whoa, 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 whoa! We gotta know more about this plant. I don't know any of the women's names, but yet I know it's a FICA. Like that's how sexist we are.
That's a solid point. It's a very solid point, Raanan.
And he only did it because that plant had a high FICA score. And I didn't need to make that joke, but I did.
All right, a couple more things that we can do the game. So E-hole, $5. Erica, thanks for being high as fuck.
Apparently you're high, dude.
That's
you're
just
a stoner.
my personality.
And
Talking
then
about the cars, I think.
Renee,
Oh, yeah. Oh, got
$10
it.
more for Erica, and then $50 for the show.
Nice.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate that.
Thank you, and I'm
yeah.
sorry for your loss. Oh, I you never get that at the right time.
$50.
We had Amenasala, $2. Steve, don't make Ben count his voters.
I think you actually got more votes in New Hampshire than watch your YouTube stream.
No, I think he has
Okay.
more ballot. I think he has more ballots in his house than he got votes.
First of all, I definitely got more votes in New Hampshire than watch my YouTube stream. That's not a speculation, sir. I tied Julian Castro for crying out loud.
How many?
Come on.
Wait, how many votes did you get in New Hampshire?
I don't know the number, but I do know I was 0.1% of the vote, as was Julian Castro and Marion Williamson and a few others that had already dropped out. I'd already dropped out too, so it wasn't like I was still in.
Oh,
We still
okay.
got the votes. 0.1%, so you know.
And New
right.
Hampshire's almost got like 138 people in it, so that's a pretty good number.
I It's not even a full vote. It's like one guy's like, I kind of thought about it for a second.
I'm between Castro and Glebe. Can I just give them half a vote each? That's probably what happened.
Last one before the game. So then Zara tipped the show and said, "My queen, your gorgeousness makes me smile in general. And today, in that hat, I'd like to be in general." Love you.
Damn.
Let's go. All right. Game.
Damn. I think someone just got upgraded to private. You know what I'm saying? Public.
The game
though.
today.
A tip for your privates. I like it.
Here, while Rachel cleans her musket, let's play the game.
The game today is Meal a Celebrity. I'm going to read a few of the unpaid entries that I like, and then we'll start voting from the live audience. They'll say theirs on air, and then I'll read some of the YouTube and Facebook ones. So starting off, Glenn Becker had Thai Cobb salad.
Nice.
Leedy Corbin had Escargot Robbie. And then John Dugan had Jack Black Pudding.
Nice.
All right, so let's go to our live audience.
And our comedians feel free and add jokes to this. We've never told this to a comedian beforehand, and they're always like, I was supposed to write something. So you don't have to. It's optional, but you can if you want.
Yeah,
We
but
do spend quite a amount of we do tell them that ahead of time.
What did you say?
No one ever listens.
Turn celebrities into food items?
Like a meal, any kind of meal situation.
Yeah,
Or any
Ben,
kind of
we
meal.
actually go over that in sound check.
Okay, can I explain why I don't know that? I've never been to Soundcheck. Hello? Don't you watch this show? You would know that running joke if you watch this show.
I apologize for not knowing that running truth.
My
All
God.
right. What do we
All
got?
right, let's go to Zara.
Cool. So I had a few. First of all, Jimmy Carbonara,
Nice.
Nice.
Steven Stir Fry.
Nice.
These are so stupid. Macaulay Flour and Cheese Culkin. Two more. Benicio del Churros. And not President Flanye West. I'm out.
Good ones.
All right, Jess or Tam? Tam.
Damn. Unicorn hot
Holy
dog.
shit.
Cowboy hat. I like it.
So I had Maryland salmon roe on toast,
Nice.
Rosamund fried pike,
Nice.
Steven Spatzelberg dumplings, and Keanu grilled cheese.
Brand can of grilled cheese. Love it.
Nice. What do we got?
Hi
Jess.
guys. I actually have some this week.
Nice.
So I'm going to start with fried chicoria.
Nice.
How about Dorito Hayworth?
Like that one.
And this is my favorite one, so I did it last. And I'm sorry I'm political. Trump roast with Kanye and the Cobb. That was fun.
All right, Jen.
So I just had Mac and Steve Hofstetter. And I also want to say real quick, Dana made me this bracelet, Z Bunster, and I want her to know that I got it. So that's all.
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's very
She
cool.
made the wolf, and she makes these beautiful bracelets. So Z Bunst. But
Do it.
anyway, Mac and Steve Hofstetter.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, Frank.
I got nothing.
Oh, you said
No, I don't got nothing.
no. Okay. And then Shannon, do you want to read yours on air?
Yeah. No headphones. Sorry for the background. Any background noise. What I saw was Brad Pitt at Olives.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, and here's some of the other ones. We've got Jan Johnson, Bam Marinara.
Nice.
We have Sarah had Sloppy Joe Biden. Jeremy Day had Jerry Rice and Sean Beans.
The food catches well, but he always dies early.
Brian Silka had Biscotti Pippin.
A wonderful side.
Yes.
Jeremy Day, chicken with Jim Parsonsley, Halston Sage, Rosemary Clooney, and Tyne Daly.
Nice.
Well, isn't Rosemary Clooney actually?
And so is Tyne Daly. Those are both their actual names.
Yeah, good, yeah. All right.
Randy Longmire had ham on Ryan Reynolds wrap with a side of Blake live leafy vegetables. M. Francis had Cheetos and Chong, McDonald's Trump Whopper Goldberg.
Guys, if you want to jam 7 celebrity names into 3 dishes, that's the game. So let's go for it.
That's called Bowers a breakfast.
Hot Diggity Laura, Mandy S'mores.
Nice.
Jan Johnson had Stevie Wonder Bread.
Nice.
Ironically, white bread.
Niels Sr. had Malibu Barbie K Pizza. Is that a thing?
Barbecue pizza?
Barbecue
Yeah.
pizza. I
Barbecue pizza. I like it. I like it.
I mean, in fairness, you could have had a lot of other things that were barbecue than pizza. That was
No, I think that makes it perfect. Barbecue. Yeah, that's good.
All right. Then we had Renee Dupay, Johnny French Dip.
Who's Johnny French?
Glenn Becker.
Oh, is it Johnny French Depp?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
You weren't being funny there? You were genuinely asking?
Yeah, I thought. I completely missed that one. Yeah, all right.
All right. Glenn Becker. An obscure one. And then it's... I have no idea how to pronounce this. It's Dag Hammarskjöld of Mutten.
Dag Hammarskjöld is, there's actually a bunch of stuff named for him in New York.
Okay.
And we have a winner.
Yeah.
Jan Johnson, Betty White Rice. Dun Talk, Staff Lamb Curry.
Nice.
Hot Diggity Laura, Kristen Bell Pepper.
Nice. That's a good one.
Amina Sala, Robert Downey Jr. Bacon Cheeseburger. Dundalk had Eric Banana Split.
Nice.
Nice.
Renee Hutchison, Fondue, otherwise known as Cheese Witherspoon.
Cheese with a spoon. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Dundalk, Leonardo DiCapicola. Hot Diggity Laura, Emily Blunt Cake. Duntalk, Keegan Michael Key Lime Pie.
Nice.
Gear May had 2. Dave, my belly is growling because I haven't had a meal.
Ben, you gotta cross that one off your list.
And the second one is Ingmar Bergman, I'd like to have a meal.
Ingmar Berg, man, I'd like to have a meal.
Yeah.
See,
Do you want to read these?
he speaks Ben.
Anyway, and for the entry that's a little extra long, I relate to it and I get it.
Steve's like that with dicks.
Just sext him this stuff, Bowers. Just sext him this stuff.
Dun Talk had Snoop Dogg hot. I'm sorry, Snoop Hot Dog.
Snoop Dogg, comma hot. Is that what you thought it
was? Gus Walsh, Condoleezza shrimp fried rice.
Nice.
Dun Talk, Sushi Sarandon. Andrea Gordon had a few. Pam Grier, cheese sandwich. Veal Patrick Harris.
Big fan of VPH.
Philip on Seafood Hoffman. And the last of Andrea's said, this one's for Ben. Robert Pineapple Upside Downy Cake Jr. Dun Talk. Sarah Reese Raanan.
Saoirse.
Oh, that's right. This is the one Tam wrote to me in the chat on how to pronounce. Sorry, Tam.
It's Saoirse. Saoirse.
You tried. Bless you. Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Nailed it. Good job. Yeah. I don't know what it is.
It's Irish. Saoirse.
Have more?
I love that the fans now message me how to pronounce things. It's great. And I still fuck it up.
That's called charity.
And then Amenasala, Eggs Benedict Cumberbatch.
Nice.
Of course.
Okay, those are all of them.
That's it. All right, let's vote. I'll vote first. I really like Benicio del Churro. I like Sloppy Joe Biden, Robert Downey Jr. Bacon Cheeseburger. But I think I'm going to go with Biscotti Pippin as my vote. Biscotti Pippin is my vote. Raanan, who was your favorite? What was your favorite one?
I think Eggs Benedict Cumberbatch. I feel like that's like, it's so obvious, but I feel like, got to it at the end. Yeah, that's my favorite.
I feel like that's the only one that Raanan listened to. And
I was thinking
the one
of
at the end, the very last one. That's the one.
I was thinking of. I was trying to do some in my head. I thought of two Jewish ones, but I don't. Are they too late? Can I say them?
Let's vote, and then we'll get to yours in just a second.
Fine.
Yeah. All right, Erica, who was your vote?
I think I liked the Johnny Dip one because I thought of that one too.
All right, Rachel.
I liked so many. I liked Sloppy Joe Biden. I liked Malibu Barbecue Pizza, but I'm going to give it to Benicio
that famous
del
celebrity,
Churros.
Malibu Barbie. Sorry. Which one did you
going
say?
with Benicio del Churros.
All right. Ben.
I feel like Rachel's just trying to get laid with that vote.
She doesn't have to try, Ben. It's already done. It's a done deal. She just have to
Either try or don't try. It's the only choices.
Can I change my vote, actually?
Sure.
I think I'm going to give one to the Cumberbatch one, too.
Oh, okay. So do you want to change your vote to Cumberbatch?
Yeah, that was good.
I'm very influential.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
All right.
Ben.
Just feel like that's the right thing to do.
I loved Benicio del Churro. I loved Veal Patrick Harris. But just sitting right out there in front of us, how do you pass up on Robert Downey Jr. Bacon Cheeseburger? Oh, good.
All right, Steve, you can create a tie, or you can.
This is a tough one. I'm not tying it. It's a tough one. My favorite ones were I loved Flanye West, Robert Downey Jr. Bacon Cheeseburger, but my vote, and it's inconsequential because Benedict Cumberbatch already has 2 votes. My vote is for Veal Patrick Harris.
Nice. All right.
Claim your prize. Claim your prize. Go to sdscshow.com and email us and claim your prize.
Sounds great. Raanan, you had some you said?
They're terrible. But
that's
Hugh
fine.
Jackman as Shevitz Wine.
That's good.
And Alicia Lockkeys. Those are the ones.
Nice.
But technically it's Latkes, so.
I had I had Tom Pan Hanks. Tom Pancakes. Tom Pancakes.
Cakes.
Cakes.
Hard to say.
Pancakes.
Tom Pancakes.
Yeah.
Hanks?
Tom Pancakes? Tom Pan
Pancakes.
Tom Pancakes? Is what you got there?
Thanks.
You sure you sure?
Thanks.
You sure you want to enter this one in the contest, or do you want to?
That's a hard one.
Oh, guys, come on. Obviously, it's pancakes, and the pun is the celebrity Tom Pan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tom Pancakes.
I had Lindsay low-hanging fruit.
Ah.
Yes.
I had Madonna.
Come on.
Donuts.
You had what?
Madonna.
Donuts. Love that.
Nice.
I had Woody all you can eat. Woody all you can eat.
You didn't even vote. I think Erica wins. I'm sorry that you don't win anymore.
Well, you can eat. And then John mayonnaise.
Can Erica play every day? This is amazing.
Mayonnaise.
John
Mayonnaise. I get it.
And then I had Ben Affleck a succulent. That doesn't even make sense, but you get it.
It works.
Ben
It's the callback.
Affleck a succulent.
Affleck a succulent. I like it. Rachel, do you have any?
No, I don't.
Oh, I played today. I actually have 8. I have 8. You guys have any?
All right, I'll go 8 to 8 with you.
I've got some, my friends. I've
You
got
got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
I reduced mine to 10. You want to do 10?
Sure.
Sure. You guys
All
do
right.
2, and then I'll jump in.
All right, Ben, you want to start?
Absolutely. I'd like to start real strong with Dwayne the Breakfast Johnson.
I'm going to start slightly stronger with Tamale Shannon.
Okay. Okay. I'd like to go with Yum Cruise.
That's as bad as some of mine.
By the way, these are the top 10. He has 8 he didn't even use.
I didn't know
He has 8 he didn't even use. These are
I
the
didn't know we could
top
force.
10.
I didn't know we could force puns. I'm back in.
Oh, yeah.
Gina, what the fuck?
I didn't either. How about Judge Anton Scallion pancakes?
What?
Scallion pancakes.
Scallion pancakes?
Yeah.
Very specific.
It's a
What the
very
fuck is-
common Chinese food.
Scallion pancakes?
Scallion pan. Do you know what a scallion is? It's a type of onion.
And is your favorite actor Tom Hanks?
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite keep up with how good yours were, Ben. My apologies.
Is that 2 each? You guys done 2 each?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
So I'll jump in now. Now I did mine more specific to kinds of meals. I just didn't food a thing. I mealed a thing.
Yeah, I did meals as well.
So I have Snack Galifianakis.
Oh, I tried to do him too.
Ben?
I've got Tom Shanks.
Nice. I have Mama Casserole.
Nice. I have the superhero Supperman.
I've got Matt Damon. This is some good crisps.
Fuck. All right. I've got Beef Arthur.
I've got Princess Diet Anna.
I've got Bagel with Sandra Bullocks.
That's good.
Thank you.
Simon Pegroll.
All right. I have King Henry IV meal.
I've got Mariah Carey out only on account of COVID.
I have Queen Tortilla Soup.
I have the lunch back of Notre Dame.
Ah, that's good.
Ooh, nice.
I've got Barack Obama. That's a tasty appetizer.
I have Michael Bake ziti. That's where the ziti blows up.
Someone said that Rachel has a slim lead in this so far.
I have dinner shore.
I love that. I love
Inner
that.
Shore.
Instead of
Dinosaur. He's doing a dinosaur play.
Okay.
I've got will you let your wife sleep with another dude for a free lunch, Smith?
Oh.
No? Okay.
No, that was good. It just took me a second.
Why did my succulent just shrink suddenly? What happened? How did that happen?
Wait, did you do all bad puns so you can make a shrinking succulent joke? Because that's commitment, bro. Nice work.
Maybe I did. Maybe I did.
All right, I have General Eisenhower's chicken.
I have from Friends fame Phoebe Buffet.
I've got Denzel washing tons of hot dogs down with all this beer.
I have salad with some balsamic Jagger.
I like that one. I've got entree 3000.
Oh yes!
That's fantastic. Man, I
Really
think
good.
Ben, is this our last one?
Is it? I have two I really wanted to still do, but okay.
I got one left.
Oh, okay,
Got
good.
one left?
Well,
Yeah, I only got one that I wanted to. Well, I could do two.
okay, great. So we're doing. Okay, so my second to last one is. Where did it go? There was a lot of fucking distraction just happened there. I feel like this is part of getting in my head, and I understand it. Jennifer Lopez.
That was a soft confession, Ben. By the way, that's
Soft confession.
I've got Jennifer Lopez dispenser.
I have Benedict cucumber salad batch.
All right, Ben, you do your last one, Steve, your last one, and I'll do my last one, and then we'll go.
All right. Oh, Bowers wants to close. Okay.
I don't think mine's gonna be that great. I'm just saying that's how this works.
Steve, you go ahead first.
All right. My apologies. This one is so wrong. Martin Luther Kung Pao chicken.
Culturally appropriating two cultures at once. I love that.
Junior. I forgot the junior. I'm sorry. My fault.
You mean Martin Luther Kung Pao Chicken Junior Bacon Cheeseburger Sandwich?
If we played the game correctly, yes.
My last one is Nicki Minaj a Trois this omelet. It's amazing. Why? Give it a twi.
That's
Give it a
why you
twi.
wanted to do an extra one?
I want next level. That one's next level, bro. Menage a trois this omelet? Come on. All kinds of out the box. Took another phrase, switched it, made it into a guy that can't say ours.
What was
To
in
be able-
that peanut butter?
Yeah, right. My last one is Brunch Cassidy and the Sunday around 1 p.m. Kid.
Bowers already won for entree 3000 anyway. That was
Really good. That was really good.
All right, well, vote in the comments on which individual one you thought was the best on Steve's YouTube page or in the comments here in the live.
Bowers,
Not me.
You've already won. I've already looked at the
good.
YouTube.
There we
Like,
go.
you've won.
So thank you. One
Congratulations.
time I played, I won once. There you go. 1 for 1. I'm now retiring from the game. All right, cool. When you hit the half court shot, you just walk away. Don't shoot a second one, motherfucker. That's not how this works. All right, so we did it. Got through a set. We got through a show. I'm excited. Raanan, where do we find you out in the world? How do they follow you?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Raanan Comedy. That's Raanan Comedy. And yeah, follow me on Instagram. I have different stand-up videos every week. And check out my album, Downhill Ever Since, very appropriately titled now. Yeah, that's on, wherever you listen to music. Thank you so much. You've all been great.
Hey, great job, man. Thanks for coming back.
Thanks,
We'll
bud.
see you
Of course,
again.
yeah.
Erica, how do we find
thanks so
you?
much.
Just the socials, Erica Rhodes on Twitter and Instagram mostly, and then my album's called Sad Lemon, also appropriately titled now. and yeah, we'll see where the special lands. I don't know yet.
And she'll be at Nowhere Comedy Club this Friday.
Yes.
Get your tickets at nowherecomedyclub.com. And also, if you're a reader, I recommend you check out her blog on Medium. She writes these great, beautifully written articles. The most recent one, let me just say, if you ever buy her a coffee, you better fucking watch yourself.
Thanks for sharing. That was really nice of you.
Of course.
Yeah, very supportive.
Also, by the way, Erica, if people like drive by you and see you on the street and honk at you, are you like, why are they laughing at me?
I just say thank you, and I bow.
I didn't get cackled. I got an applause break.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, thanks, Erica. We appreciate it. Good luck on your show this week, and we will.
This is fun.
We'll see you again. As always, you can find me at Bowers Comedy, and we also dropped another Dockheads podcast today we talk about the wonderful whites of West Virginia this week. So it's also fun. Dockheads on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, or whatever. Ben.
I wanted to let you all know that this Thursday, in American time of Pacific time at 6:30 p.m., I'm doing You're the Game Show. If you ever wanted to be a contestant on a game show, you can be one this Thursday night. You get a ticket, you're automatically a contestant. Everybody has 3 completely different chances to win, 3 rounds, and you win a big cash prize at the end and prizes along the way, and it's so much fun. And then just about a week after that, on August 7th, I'm doing another Glebe Off the Top crowd work and improvised madness, fully improvised show, wild, weird, fun times. You can check that out as well. Tickets are available for both at nowherecomedyclub.edu.
I guess my show is opening for Ben's show because I'm doing a show just before his on Thursday. It is my full hour, and I'm very excited. Just wrote in a new bit that's going in there telling the story of the time that I had to go on Fox News. That's 100% true. I went on Fox and Friends, and the whole interview, I was just making a face like this.
When you went on, it was Fox or Friends, so I guess that.
Yeah.
I've been on Fox News. It is not fun.
No, it is not, but the story about it sure is. So get your tickets, nowherecomedyclub.com.
Awesome. All right, well, audience. We'll say goodbye to the audience right now. Audience, thanks so much for being here. We love you guys as always. Turtleneck, and so I love you guys. Thank you for the pocket bear, Zara. I appreciate it, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Rachel, anything to catch up on?
Yeah, last couple. So Brody Bloom, $2. I love your videos. I'm 16, so whatever that means.
It is 5 years before you're allowed to drink.
And then Matthew Plummer, $5 for the show. Ben, I've been watching the show on your YouTube channel for months. Certainly that has nothing to do with your name being easiest to type with my Apple TV remote. Nothing to do with it.
That's probably 14 of the 18 people, I guarantee it.
Oh my God.
I'm losing all these viewers with a long last name. I'm getting killed.
I shortened mine from Gleberman to Glebe. You could just go Steve Hoff, baby. You could do it.
If you were a Breve Hoff, you'd be fucking killing it.
A Breve Hoff, baby. Do that shit.
All right.
That it, right?
Cheers, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
What's the mug?
That freeze frame was wonderful.
Nice. Well, thank you so much, Turtleneck, and I love you guys, and we will see you tomorrow. I didn't get it done. I missed by 2. I'll see you guys later.
I was very confused by what he just said.
Yep, me too.
Cool. All right, I'm guessing he was challenged to say the word turtleneck a couple times and didn't get to say it enough.
We'll never
that said, if that's true, turtleneck, I guess I made up for it. Anyway,
well, you'd have to say turtleneck one more time. So I think now we've said turtleneck enough times, but it's got to be spaced out more.
Turtleneck.
It's too close together. It doesn't count.
What's
I'm
in
going
the
to say
turtleneck?
deep V-neck 5 times to undo some of those. Deep V, deep V, deep V.
Well, that's what they say. No turtleneck, no shoes, no service. So, good day, everybody. And tomorrow's show, special time. Tomorrow's show is going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific. So tune in tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, and then we'll go back to the regular time after that. So we will see you tomorrow.
Yes, indeed, we will. And I just wanted to leave you with 2 thoughts. If our esteemed guest from earlier, Erica Rhodes, was playing our game from today to breakfast a celebrity, I think hers wouldn't be Carrie Bradshaw, it would be Car-E Brunch. How amazing these cars honking and at this breakfast place is. So keep that in mind. And also, I want to leave you with this one thought, if I may. Well, 2 thoughts. Firstly, I'd like to leave you with this one. Widen your world, okay? Just widen your world a little bit. And secondly, you might have seen Steve's shirt. Today it's one of our slogans of this show, of course. And so I just want to remind all of you, it's important in life. It doesn't always go your way. Embrace the suck, but do not embrace the succulent.
What's in the hat box?